guys, this is Krista Phelan. Thank you again for coming to my channel. You guys are so awesome and so loyal. Today we're going to be talking about being 38 weeks pregnant and all of the crazy things that go with that. Guys, this is the second time I filmed this video, and when this happens, I just want to cry. I was out of focus because my focus is so whack sometimes. If you guys know how to get better focus, I literally just held up a teddy bear of where my face will be, and that's where I'm going to focus my camera, and now it's clear. Before I did it and I was like up here trying to like reach, and it was out. It was bad. I'm new to all this. I don't know how to do anything yet. I wanted to talk a little bit about what happened at my last appointment, my 38-week appointment. And I was a little bummed out because the baby still has not flipped yet. He is on the right-hand side and I need him to flip to the left, meaning his back is touching like the right-hand side of my stomach and I need his back to be on the left. So they don't want me doing like squats or stairs or anything like that because they don't want him dropping in the wrong position, which is so frustrating because how do I get this baby to flip over? I've been doing the leaning inversion. I've been walking. Oh my gosh, like walked so much yesterday. They recommended acupuncture. I've never done that. I don't know what it is. I need to look into it. I'm doing these like hands and knees, like pelvic tilts and just all kinds of stuff. And I think I'm just getting frustrated because I don't feel like it's doing anything, or it doesn't feel like an extreme enough exercise to really be making a difference. Walking does, because man, when you are 9 months pregnant, walking, that's hard. That's hard work. When you're trying to actually walk, like go somewhere, get somewhere, walk a few miles, and you're 9 months pregnant, after a while, you're like, okay, I get it. Yeah, so that was the appointment and we'll see what happens. She wasn't super concerned about it. She said that her baby flipped during labor, so I guess we'll find out what happens. But I found out I've gained 41 pounds at 38 weeks. Whatever, don't care anymore. Couldn't care less if I get to 50 pounds, 60 pounds. I don't care. At this point, it's just a number. See, like it feels like the baby's trying to flip right now and he's not. Ugh, so annoying. But something that was really exciting was that I was sitting there and she asked me if I was having any Braxton Hicks contractions. And I told her no, like I don't think so. However, I've had this sensation of like a balloon being filled up in my stomach and like there's not enough room for that balloon to keep getting pumped with air, like he's running out of room. And she was like, yeah, that's probably a contraction. Like that's the tightening that you're feeling. And I was like, okay, cool, awesome. And I didn't believe it. I'm like, or maybe it's not. And so I lay down so she can check my dilation. And she was like, hun, you're having one right now. So I felt it, and yeah, like my stomach was super tight, like really hard. And I was like, isn't it always kind of like this? But then we waited 60 seconds and I felt it again and it was totally different. Like you could actually feel where the baby's at. And when it's really super hard, you can't feel anything in there. So I was really excited that my body is like, you know, preparing for labor. So then she checks me, which I was not expecting her to do. I should have known, 38 weeks, it's about time. And so she checks me and I was a centimeter dilated and I freaked out because I just thought she'd be like, oh, you're at 0, you know, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have the baby late anyways. And I was a centimeter dilated. I mean, you only have 10 centimeters and I'm 1 down, you know? And I know that like every mom out there is like, yeah, hun, that literally doesn't mean anything. Like you could be pregnant for 3 more weeks, but it doesn't matter. It means my body's doing something. And I was so excited about that because it just makes it so real. And like, I used to be really scared of the delivery part of this, birth and the whole labor process. But for whatever reason, I'm just like, whatever, it has to happen. Let's do it. Like, so I'm at 1 centimeter dilated and I have my next appointment soon, as in next week. But I'm really excited to see what it says. A couple symptoms that are not new at all, but I don't know if I've talked about them, is I sneeze every time. Oh my gosh, no, I don't sneeze every time I pee. That's funny. I pee every time I sneeze, to the point where it's like ridiculous, and I will be like sitting on the couch and I'll be like, no, I have to sneeze. And then I pee a little bit and I have to get up, and Andrew thinks it's so funny. And I just feel like, oh my gosh, I really hope that's something that goes away. I can't believe I'm legitimately peeing my pants every time I have to sneeze. It's kind of funny. One of my subscribers asked that in the comments, like one of my most embarrassing symptoms. That one. Yeah, that one. Also, if you're my dad or my brother, please click off. This is TMI for any dudes that know me, but my nipples have been burning so bad. It's like they're on fire. And I've heard of that in the first trimester, but what the heck? Like, what is my body doing? I know it's probably something to do with milk coming in, but ow! I'll be like, I was with a friend who's had a baby, and I was like, oh my gosh, my nipples are burning so bad. And she kind of looked at me like I was crazy, and I'm like, I'm assuming that didn't happen to you. So if this has happened to you, or you know why that's happening, please let me know. We took a breastfeeding class. Wow, I need coffee. We took a breastfeeding class, and by we, I totally mean me, because Andrew didn't go because he didn't think he needed to be there because he can't be helping with me with that. But there were dads there, and they were passing around the boob, and they were feeling it. He could feel the boob. So anyways, so I took a breastfeeding class, and it was 2 hours long. It was so much information. It took a lot of fears away because I was so clueless going in. And so they explained everything. I'm a little bit nervous just because, yeah, in my mind, I'm gonna have like a perfect latch, and the baby's just gonna like perfectly breastfeed, and it's not gonna be hard for me. And like, that's how I think a lot of pregnant women feel. It's like, it's gonna be fine. And then you hear everybody that's like, it's so hard, you have to learn how to do it. It's really time consuming, and like, you know, you're just constantly feeding. And I'm a little nervous about that. I'm not gonna lie. What if the baby doesn't latch right? And you know what I mean? Then I'll have to get a lactation consultant, and then they'll have to look at my boobs. And like, do you even care after you have a baby? Probably not. One thing that surprised me is she said this day and age that women are pumping like way too much. Like that I don't need a freezer full of milk. And in my mind, I'm like, yes, I do. Like, that's what you do. That's what's on Pinterest. And she was like, why do you need it? And I was like, emergencies, duh. Like, what the heck? Why would you not need it? And she was like, you don't need it. Like, if you have your milk supply and you're consistently pumping, or you're consistently breastfeeding, and like you have a good flow, then you don't have to have a freezer full. And so then I was like, why are so many women doing it? And like, yes, you can donate it, which I think that's awesome. And I would totally be one of those women who, if I have a good flow, that I would donate it. I think that's amazing. I do want the baby to take a bottle eventually after like a month. I want Andrew to be able to occasionally feed him. And they taught us all about bottle feeding while breastfeeding, and how to do it, and how to make sure that the baby doesn't choose one over the other. And I want Andrew to have that experience. I want to be able to leave the house and him feed the baby and have that like bonding time. Also, what if 4 months down the road we get a babysitter, and you know what I mean? Like, the baby needs to eat, and so they'll have to do the bottle. So I will be pumping. I do want to have backups. But if you guys know why have a freezer full? Like, I genuinely have no idea. Is it to donate? Is it just literally for like backup? Or is it for weaning your baby off of breast milk and then eventually bottle feeding with your breast milk? Like, I'm so clueless. Like, I don't know. Because if I need a freezer full, I'm gonna get a freezer full. A few things I bought. I already mentioned the stroller, but I didn't tell you what kind. We got the GRACO mode stroller, and I will post a link and a picture of that. I liked it because it obviously goes with our car seat, but it like lays down like a bassinet, and there's like all these different like functions, and I think it's really cool. I've also heard really good reviews on that from moms. I already got the Doc-A-Tot. I will post a picture of it. It's super cute. And then recently I got a BOBA wrap. It could be BOBA. I don't have any clue how to say it. But I sat and tried to decide between the Moby, the BOBA, whatever else there is. And like, they all have pros and cons. Everyone says this is the best, this is the best, whatever. I just grabbed one because at this point, it is what it is. You get what you get, you know? It was $17 at a consignment shop. If I don't like it, I will go get the Moby or the whatever. I do want to get a ring sling. I want to get the Lila baby carrier. I want to have all of them, every kind. So yeah, if you guys have any advice on that, you know what to do. Post and comment and share. I don't know what I'm saying. Also, if you guys would subscribe, you guys are the best. And I know I have so many people who are consistently watching these videos. When you guys subscribe, it literally like makes my heart sing getting on there and seeing my subscribers grow. Just hit the little red button, and if you hit the bell next to it, it'll actually notify you of when I post a video, and then you can just come and be my loyal followers. I'm mostly talking to my family who doesn't exactly know how to work YouTube. Also, my ring broke, and at this point, I'm so over it. I cared. I wanted to have a ring on for the birth vlog. I want to look married. I want people to know that I'm married. When I'm with my husband, I want them to know we're husband and wife and that I'm in love with him, and I'm committed to him, and I love my ring, and I wish to God I could wear it, but my fingers are so fat. And I'm just over it. I am not buying a size 20 ring to put on this fat hand. It's driving me crazy. I just want my hands back. I want to put my regular ring back on. It's pretty. It makes my hands look pretty. I usually wear a cross ring on this hand that says, "No weapons formed against me shall prosper," because they shall not. Whew, getting a girl riled up about this ring. And I have officially decided to start posting videos on Wednesdays and Fridays. Super consistent every week so that you guys know when you will see my new videos. I might throw in like surprise Monday videos if I'm feeling super ambitious, but until the baby is born, Wednesdays and Fridays it is. And yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being my awesome, loyal followers. And I just pray that God bless you and rain down his love on you and favor on you guys, and that you have a rock awesome week. And I will see you on Friday. Ooh,